Hello, everybody. Welcome. We're back with Theron and Riley as they start main story. How'd this happen? I thought we were done with main story.
No, we're not done with the main story. The Buns were done with the main story. Just ask them.
Yeah, I double-checked my mic before going live. Nothing had changed. Though OBS wanted to update, I wouldn't let it.
Okay. Alarica's saying, yes, I hear so much this time. I'm still seeing this starting soon. Now it switches over.
It might just be a
my
heavy
time delay is that bad.
Yeah. Well, considering that you're pushing to me, then I'm pushing out, and then you're bringing back.
It shouldn't cause that kind of time delay.
Oh, shall we?
Maybe.
We need to hit the back rooms.
As opposed to the front rooms?
Something like that. It's so weird looking over and seeing nothing in my quest log.
Yeah, I need to do something about that. I still have that last Dragon Sung crafting quest.
Ah. Yeah, I'm technically between quests of those at the moment. I mean, I've got the stuff in my inventory, meaning to finish it off and never quite doing it.
Sorry.
Oh, part of it is I just can't deal with the high-end crafting. As soon as I hit the high-end stuff, I just kind of tap out. Yeah, the kitty cam kind of has priority over all the systems going in and out in the data packages, so it's mostly just...
Yeah, it was purely on the browser end.
Yeah.
I actually reloaded and it is much closer to present now.
Also, over time, it slowly gets unsynced.
Yes.
I've noticed that on my system, watching Caredwin's stuff.
Stuffy stuff.
Stuffy stuff.
For Caredwin, would that mean ooey stuff?
Yeah, well. Hey, we need to head into the back. Yes, we are. Starting with Gnault.
Who won't have changed.
No, he didn't change.
Nope.
How about Geode?
God. Well, actually, that might be a little different. I don't remember that part. Ginault is talking about he doesn't even go by the residential district because it gets too close to Rodina.
Wow!
Yeah, just, hey, you ever hear of the Rodina Consortium? I absolutely can't stand that lot, let me tell you. That's why I give the Nexus Arcade a wide berth. Even the residential district's too close for me liking, so I just crash here.
You keep doing that.
So, yeah.
Some things never change. Geode?
Yeah. Neo-regulators. I heard the idea came from the citizenry, but something doesn't sit right. We'll look into this.
Uh-huh.
Though we have too little information to draw any useful conclusions as yet, I dare say the Queen of Reason's behavior henceforth will be illuminating.
Yeah. Galoo?
Shale said she left this machine running to process more of the data from the field station. Is it done yet?
Hopefully.
Actually, it might be now. A glimmer of the past. Oh god, more food. Kryle wishes to catch up on recent events.
Hello, Doodles.
Hey, Doodle.
That does seem to be off. Give me 1 second.
Uh-oh.
There, that should be a little better. For some reason, Doodle's message was hiding below the chat line.
Yeah, it's been kind of on screen. Yeah, it was kind of doing that. I meant to point that out.
Well, I fixed it.
Okay, I fixed it.
Ah, Theron, your timing couldn't have been better. If you have a moment, we have some things we'd like to share. Excellent. We'll just wait for Lamati. She should be arriving shortly. Theron! Great to see you two here. You too, Rylia. Yo!
Thanks.
Speak of the devil. Let's catch up, shall we? Right. I'll go first if nobody minds. That's Wuklamart charging on ahead. I've been back in Tuliolao and spoke with Koana. I told him all about the records behind the... I told him all about the records left behind by Guliol's Jaw's mother, as well as Fiend's reappearance. We decided that I should remain in the dome until things settle down more. But while Gulul Jaw's guardian, I'm also a foreign ruler. I'll have to take care not to appear as though I'm meddling in Alexandrian politics. That's all from me.
Yeah, meddling in Alexandrian politics is our job. As for the rest of us, we've been keeping track of this new Sphene. She has been making regular appearances before the people. And each time she does, she encourages them to become endless. Alas, much else about her remains a mystery, including why she's chosen to reveal herself now. On our end, we've confirmed that only those wearing regulators have had their knowledge of Queen Sphene's death altered. Someone must have tampered with the devices to remove any and all memories of the event. Though we haven't yet identified the perpetrator, given recent events, Sphene is the chief suspect.
Many believe that the Queen of Reason is alive and well, and remember her funeral as a memorial to those lost in the attack. Needless to say, this has proven confusing for those with more acute recollections.
We'll carry on with our investigation. I'll head to Earth and Sky now and coordinate with our people there.
There's one other matter, the highlight of this gathering, you might say. We'd like you to meet a certain someone.
Mm-hmm.
By all means. Where's this person now? In the break room. She is unwell, and Y'shtola and Alice have been tending to her. They'll be are able to explain things.
I want to see how she's doing, so I'll come too. The break room is at the end of the hallway through that door. We can go whenever you're ready.
As much as I'd love to join you in the break room, I'd rather not overwhelm our new guests with too many new faces. Better to keep investigating the activities of our new Sphene. Graha?
Hmm?
Graha's right here.
Somehow I missed him. Alphino and Ehrenfeld have taken it upon themselves to attend to the people of Alexandria. Full many are still struggling to deal with recent events, and they hope to make a difference by lending them a sympathetic ear.
Okay, back to the break room.
New set, I suppose. Yeah.
Really?
What is she doing here? We just heard she was busy spreading talk of becoming endless among the Alexandrians. What's going on here?
She is not who you think she is.
Mm-hmm.
Not the Queen of Reason, who has made a miraculous return, but an individual of flesh and blood, possessed of a soul.
Really?
Had a feeling.
We chanced upon her in living memory, but she collapsed before we could exchange words. We decided to bring her here for now.
Right.
Living memory.
Remember, the two of them spotted
Her
someone.
body was suffused with lightning ether, which caused
We
a
weren't given to
debilitating
see
paralysis.
who last patch.
Mm-hmm, but in living memory.
Yeah.
And definitely suffering from a swing to lightning.
Ishtola
Yep.
reached out and informed me of her condition, and I came with a portsy as fast as I could. We're now waiting to see if the treatment was effective.
Judging by her appearance, the circumstances of our encounter, and her extreme ethereal aspect,
Mm-hmm.
I am all but certain that she is the one from whom the Endless Fiend was created. The original Queen Sphene of Alexandria.
Or a homunculus thereof.
What? But how can that be possible? The real Sphene died of illness 4 centuries ago.
This exact illness, to be precise.
I died.
Sorry,
Whatever do you mean?
we didn't mean to wake you.
Certainly not have you hear those words as your first thing on awakening.
I'm not dead. I'm not. What is this place? Where is everyone? Otis and
Hereby
Zelenia.
hangs a tale.
And who are you people? Calm down. We mean you no harm. You've been unwell, and it wouldn't do to strain yourself.
Though I do think introductions are in
Please.
order.
Help me. I don't understand any of this.
Of course.
Stola, you
But
shouldn't
if
leave
I
the
might
witness.
confirm some things first. You are Queen Sphene of Alexandria, are you not?
Yes. Yes, I am.
And ere you awoke here, you were in another unfamiliar place. Is that correct?
I opened my eyes and saw a strange, dark room. Outside, there were towering buildings, clad in electrobe.
You slumbered at the heart of that city for many years, within a facility called the Meso Terminal. Many things have come to pass during that time, some of which you may find upsetting. Are you sure you wish to learn of them?
In that dark room, there was an electric casket designed to preserve its occupant in cold stasis.
Okay, she was effectively in cryosleep.
Until the terminal and its systems were recently shut down. That was where you were kept, in all likelihood. Since the time of the Old Kingdom. For 4 centuries.
What? Do you speak true? I've been asleep for that long. 400 years.
Our records say that Queen Sphene succumbed to the rampant lightning energies unleashed during the storm surge. But it seems the truth is rather different.
I was not expecting we would end up with 3 versions of Sphene.
Yeah, we've effectively got 3 different versions, one of which is gone, one of which is... yeah.
Yeah.
And then we have the real Sphene.
Yeah.
What do you make of this, Galil?
What would Otis do if he were here? What can I do?
You can start by introducing yourself. Keep in mind, this is a completely new person and persona, not the one we got to know.
Though that was based off of her.
Uh-huh.
With presumably limited programming. Rook?
The original Queen Sphene. We'll tell her what she wants to know. Then we'll decide what we need to do. Alice? To wake up alone in the distant future, and seemingly by no choice of your own. You can hardly blame her for reacting like as she did. No, I don't think anyone blames her. But even though I am really regretting that Otis did not make it. Yeah, I agree.
She wouldn't know the form, but he'd still actually be someone who knew her.
And she'd know him instantly. All he had to do would say hello in his characteristic manner, and she'd be like, Otis? What the bleep? Treatment may have been effective, but the road ahead for her remains uncertain. Yeah. We turned up her chamber when we searched the Meso Terminal. Safe to say, none of us had anticipated this development. Yeah, this is a ringer.
Okay, SE, what are you up to?
I do not believe that you are lying, so please, tell me everything that has happened. Everything.
See, no, there is too much. Let me sum up.
Very well. But let's do so with care, lest we cause you undue strain. Now, while I should like more of us to assist, it isn't practical to gather everyone, so I will summon Grahatia and Kryl for now. Yeah, they're right outside, so...
This is nice.
Yeah. Hello, FK. Welcome to Main Story Quest.
I know this has all been a lot to take in, but how are you feeling? Physically, I mean.
Much better now, thanks to Yashtola and Alice's ministrations. In fact, I can scarcely remember the last time I felt so hale. I know not how to repay them, not only for coming to my aid, but for telling me about my kingdom besides.
I don't think they're ones to keep score. Isn't that right?
We were keeping score? They're comrades you can rely on.
He's known those two for a long time. You can trust in his judgment. Besides, you helped to prove that their treatment works here as well. With this success, they'll be able to help others in Alexandria who suffer from the same illness. Few things could make them happier.
I see. Full glad am I to know that we may cure the affliction after so long. So very long.
Oh
I
dear.
steeled myself, having been warned, but it's difficult to come to terms with everything.
Sphene? Maybe going out and seeing it would help. Alexandria as it is now.
Great idea. There's no substitute for seeing things with your own eyes. That said, there is a chance that you'll run into the other Sphene. Still want to take a look, even so?
Wig, slightly different haircut. Got Fantasia here. That should help.
It would be a lie to say I do not feel anxious, but I wish to walk among the people, to hear their voices and learn about their realm.
We'll be your escort.
We'll be your escort.
Because that's what we do.
Yeah.
That is our stock and trade.
Truly, I would be honored.
Then allow us to show you the sights.
Thank you, Wuklamot.
Interesting position for the title card.
And just for the record, FK, the normal raids, I'm worried about the Savage versions. Oh my gosh. Oh,
yes.
Wook? Come on, let's give Sphene the Grand Tour. That's a Wook.
Sphene asked me not to call her by her title. I understand why, but it feels strange.
That's because you've used it for so long. Thank you as well, Theron, Rylea, for your kindness. The Endless Sphene. You knew her, did you not? It may take time for both of us to come to terms with the situation, myself especially, but I recognize that I must, and I may still be here, but the world I knew is gone. I know. Oh look, night silver at the end. It doesn't have to be food.
But food!
I can always cook more food. You can always cook more food. You're not helpless, kitten. Unlike us in real life that
That's
has...
a dirty lie.
Unlike us in real life that has to depend on DoorDash.
Memories of a bygone age. Sphene is eager to see the new Alexandria.
Before heading out, I should put out more suitable attire. There's a modern outfit among the items Shale had prepared for me, I believe. If you would wait outside, I should only need a moment. Alright, take your time. Are you sure you shouldn't rest more? You just woke up after 4,000 year sleep.
400.
Okay, 400. But yeah. A long time. Long sleep. Shale said that she chose the outfit herself. Once I've changed, I shall join you outside. I do hope it's...
And now we get to find out what Shale's taste is like.
I actually hope it's not a duplicate, or else we'll be in real trouble.
You first.
Shale. Yashtola and Alisei left for the government sector. They want to discuss how to go about treating those afflicted with lightning. Admirable. I don't know how they keep going without so much of a short break. It's because when they worry, they work.
I haven't gone outside in a while. Shale decrypted more of my mother's records, so I've been spending a lot of time reading them.
Even if she can walk, she's still far from fully recovered. We'll have to take care not to push her too hard. Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
Apologies for keeping you waiting. I've never worn such clothing before.
Okay,
I dare say.
That's not a bad choice and very Alexandrian.
Oh, that really suits you.
Agreed.
I'm glad to hear that.
A moment before you head out. Circumstances being what they are, we thought it best to come up with a way to distinguish you from the other Sphenes, and we should probably settle on this now rather than later.
I suppose it could get pretty confusing.
First, we propose calling you simply Sphene. As for the former Queen of Reason, Endless Sphene should suffice.
What about the new one who's been addressing the citizens?
Despite being the spitting image of Endless Sphene, we know she's a different entity. So we were thinking of calling her a simulant, after imitation stones.
I see. Well, they're definitely not the same. And that's as good a way as any to draw a distinction. But what do you think, Sphene? Is that all right with you?
Rest assured, I have no objections. When I am in the city, however, I intend to keep both my face and name secret.
Need a Fantasia? I've got a bag full of them right over here that I never use. I just keep them handy.
For the people of today's Alexandria know only the Endless Fiend.
We're sorry to subject you to such ignominy.
No, I myself would rather not invite complications, so it is quite all right. Thank you for your concern, Shale. Let us be off then. I am in your capable hands.
That you are. First, we'll head to the entrance of Solution 9.
Good idea. We should start from scanning Port 9. I'll do my best to explain things.
We're in your hands. As long as we keep Fiend's identity under wraps, it should be safe enough to walk around the city. Still, we can't be too cautious while the simulant's off doing whatever she's doing to take care out there.
Yeah, this is... In the long run, this is one light you can't hide at the bottom of a well.
Nope.
So it might last a patch or two.
Melancholy, did you change your hair? Color-wise, it looks a little more vibrant than it used to. Good job. Looks good on you, girl.
It'd be hilarious to have a character like her who basically redyes her hair every patch, kind of like Ramona in the
Scott Pilgrim, versus
series.
the World. Yeah.
Oh, Scott Pilgrim's precious little life.
Yeah, every episode or two, she redyes her hair.
They basically just go through the same, like, 1 minute scene. It's just the ending colors end up different. A little surprised they have not done a Sphene is now accompanying you, but on the other hand...
Give them time!
Yeah, they were not going to go through that jump pad with that active. So they'll probably do it up here.
Of which, speaking of Fantasias, there's a new one available in Gordania we might want to grab.
Really?
Yep. Always handy.
Uh-huh.
I'm surprised we just don't call her Fiend. Look, what are you doing? So, you've been to Tulio Lao. Were you able to meet with your friend?
Ah.
I was. Things were a bit awkward at first. She's still so young, after all. But before long, we were talking up a storm. We had so much fun. Just like old times. So, this is Alexandria. Despite being inside of a tower, it feels as though I'm out in the open.
Yeah.
And through the sights or nothing I remember, Electrope is still everywhere I look. 'Tis strange yet familiar place.
That lady wants to talk with Lamatier, so while they're busy, I'll tell you about what we can see from here. Is there any place that interests you?
There's so very many, I can't decide where to begin.
We're about to go through one of those. Yes. Then why don't we let Riley and Theron choose?
If you insist.
The following event cannot be skipped.
Dun, dun,
Explain
dun.
the sights to Sphene.
Let's start with Nexus Arcade.
Dang it.
You clicked on something else.
Yeah, totally by accident. There are lots of different shops at the Nexus Arcade, selling everything you need. It's always full of people out doing their shopping. The Endless Fiend gave Theron and Riley and Lamatier a tour of the place. I remember watching them from a distance.
The castle town I knew had a main thoroughfare that was lined with shops. Whenever I visited, the citizens would come and speak with me all about all manners, great and small. Just like that lady is doing now with Fouclamat. And let me guess, you clicked on the lay node?
I think so, yeah. I'm kind of trading with you.
Yeah.
If you tune to lay node 9, you can teleport back here anytime you want. You can also use it to teleport to other locations in Solution 9. It makes it easy to get around.
That's the mode of travel that utilizes ether currents, yes? We had the same in my time, but when the storm surge broke out, such nodes were sealed off to prevent enemy use. After the war, etheric balance across the entire world had collapsed. Not only was travel outside the barrier ill-advised, the act of teleportation itself had become dangerous. We had to abandon the nodes altogether. Tis heartening to see them available again for use to one and all.
That implies that the lightning aspect may have gotten a bit better.
Well, at least it's been controlled inside of this space.
Yeah.
Wook, an Alexandrian citizen.
The lady talking to Lamatier just came back from Tuliolwal. It was her first time since being trapped in the barrier 30 years ago. She has family in Alexandria now, so she had to return. But the train made it safe and easy for her to make the journey, and it's all thanks to everyone's hard work. And a bunch of railroad repair kits that we've made.
Yeah. There was once a railroad connecting Alexandria and the neighboring Lindblom, but operations were suspended when retaliations deteriorated. Retaliations. God dang it! I hate being dyslexic! But operations were suspended when relations deteriorated. Eventually, the tracks were removed entirely. To see a railroad now connects us to our neighbors is gratifying. Especially considering that our history began with war, with Alexandria the aggressor. In continuing to strive for peace, Tuliolau's leaders have shown great magnanimity, and I can't help but be moved. And the government sector.
In the government sector, there's a counter where citizens can get matched to jobs. There's also a soul exchange, but no one goes there much these days since there aren't many souls in circulation.
I'm unsure how I feel about regulators and the treatment of souls as a resource. I understand the grief of those who... Yeah, trust me, we are with you on this one, Sveen. I understand the grief of those who have lost loved ones and the desire to escape the sorrow of death. Even so, I would never wish to forget my parents, Otis, Zeline. I want to remember them all. I am reluctant to impose my personal belief upon others, though. Okay. Question. Who's Zeline?
I don't know. She's mentioned her twice now.
Yes. I think she's a plot point.
You think?
Thank you, FK. I try my best. Cold reading is always interesting. And that's effectively what we're doing, is we're cold reading.
Oh, yes. The holiday stuff is occasionally, when we do that on the buns, is usually not as cold because we've gone through it once before, but it's not like we're really rehearsed or anything.
Yep.
And this is all cold.
The joy of spying stars between faint gaps in the clouds is absent here, but 'tis a fine thing to be sheltered from the thunder and the rain.
We can get you stars. Thanks for your help. I hope Queen Sveen, just Sveen, will feel at home here one day.
Sorry about that. I got a little carried away with the conversation. You were fine, Mook.
I knew the feeling. It's alright. Relia, Theron, and I told her about the places we can see from here.
Really? That's great! Right then, why don't we take a stroll through the residential sector and stop at the Mosaic? We can take a break there. Yeah, Ryan I's coffee is getting cold. At least cold coffee is not as bad as cold McDonald's fries.
Very few things are.
Yeah, cold fries are sadness incarnate. Yeah. Yeah. I will totally agree with that. I don't know, there are a couple places fries that are actually good cold. Country Inn. You can eat Country Inn's fries cold. They're also really spectacular fries, and they're even more spectacular when they're warm. But McDonald's, no hope.
Yeah.
No hope at all.
They rely on being fresh. I was definitely happy that the supermarket bought Irby's fries actually worked.
Yeah, those were surprisingly good. Supermarket bought curly fries.
Yeah.
I understand this cafe was named for the different races, who appear as a mosaic of colors when gathering here. What an inspired idea. Galul?
What should I get?
Anything you want, kiddo, as long as it's not too much coffee.
Yeah, don't do anything that'll stunt his growth.
We've been walking for a while now, so let's rest our feet, eh? Drinks are on me! Sveen, Theron, Rylea, you two go ahead and order first. No, Doodles. No. No. Just not happening. No.
So many
no.
different drinks.
You.
I can't decide. Ooh. I'll have this, please. A Dali coffee.
Of course. I should warn you though. Dali beans are an older variety known for their strong bitterness. Still want one?
Oh, yes.
The bitterness is the best part.
Ah, a connoisseur.
Have you decided as well?
Sweet cocoa with extra cream on top.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I understand completely. The allure of something sweet can often be too strong to resist.
Something has to
I'll have
counteract
your drinks ready in a
Zero's
moment.
curry.
Oh boy. I was trying not to think of that. I was anyway, but I was trying not to.
They're certainly well liked. It's a wonderful feeling, spending time with the people.
So, how's it hold up after 400 years?
But they're not my people anymore, are they? Their city, their way of life, even the ground upon which they tread. I am a stranger to it all. The weight of the long years is finally beginning to sink in.
Your Majesty, is that you?
Well, I'm
This is a light you
sorry to
can't put at the
disappoint,
bottom of a
but
well.
I am not Queen Sphene, though I'm often told we look alike.
There you are. How many times have I told you not to go off alone? I'm sorry he bothered you, Mom. Come now, we're going home.
Bye, not Queen Sphene.
Leave it to the kids.
I do not know that boy, nor does he know me. No one does. Another harsh reminder that I have no place here.
Are you sure about that?
Yet, no matter how much things have changed, I am happy. I am. For Alexandria has endured. Our sacrifice was not in vain. Even so, I cannot help but feel lonely.
If you don't want to feel lonely, you can borrow my sister.
What?
She'll annoy you enough that you'll never complain about being lonely ever again. What? What?
Sure, I'll do it again.
Hold on. Over here. Hello?
They were worried about not having new regulators, but Lamatier cheered them up. Yeah, trust me, you don't want them.
If you have any troubles or anything else you want to talk about, I'm always here to lend an ear.
That was Larissa.
Larissa is a triple triad challenge.
Ah. In search of meaning. Sphene looks at you apologetically. Nothing to apologize for. Faye, on the other hand.
Gee, thanks.
You were trying to offload your sister.
My annoying, adorable sister. Yes. Forgive me. I didn't mean to darken the mood. Still, I feel better for having shared my feelings with you two. Thank you.
No problem.
I'm sorry for not being much of a guide. I usually don't get approached this often. It's quite all right. The people have been through so much. It's only natural for them to seek comfort and assurance from someone they trust. Besides, I was able to relax with a delicious cup of coffee and have a lovely chat with Theron and Rylea. I appreciate your understanding. Right then, where next? We could take a look inside the Nexus Arcade, but they can probably wait for when we actually have need of something.
In that case, let's head back to the recreation zone. There's plenty to see on True View.
And back to the start of things. Yeah, that's the main problem of being inside of all this, is you don't get to see the sky.
Admittedly, their sky isn't any great shakes right now.
No, it is not. We've got to do something about that dome. I mean, I'm not exactly happy that we've got to merge like we do, especially the way it happened, but what's done is done. Pick a lane. Either be here or be there. Don't halvesy it. Sorry, was that my outer Warrior of Light voice talking?
Yes. Yes, it was.
Oh dear. Sphene? It was like this when we arrived. Look. Hey, are you alright? He doesn't look alright.
He looks pale. We need to find a place for him to rest. Thank you. I was on my way to attend some business. The memory of being killed here came flooding back. The danger is past, I know, but the terror lingers. For all the comfort I've offered others in my work, I can't seem to comfort myself.
And what is your job?
I see. Soldiers attacked. And the others have changed.
Okay, I got something different when I talked to him, but I did not rally.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't rallied either.
Try as I might, I can't shake this fear. My courage has completely deserted me.
Yeah, okay.
The regulators and souls they used to spare themselves the horror of death ended up subjecting them to it over and over again. If only we'd come to their aid sooner. But we're here now. We can offer this man the comfort he can't give himself. He may be physically none worse for wear, but unseen wounds also require time to heal.
Yes.
Come on, cheer up. With the weakest rally in all of Eorzea.
Yeah. Thank you. I feel better already. Your encouragement was exactly what I needed. But where are my manners? My name is Malachite, and I am an usher.
An usher? They're the ones who come to those without long to live, right? But given everything that's happened, I expect your duties have changed.
That's correct. We no longer attend to the dying. It is only after they have passed away in their family's care that we convey their remains to a government storage facility.
Storage facility? A storage facility? What for?
Henceforth, we must inter the deceased, but as the specifics are undecided, the bodies must be kept in cold storage for the time being.
I did not know. I'd hear there were graveyards over by the submerged city, but like funeral, burial customs must have been long forgotten.
Did you have usher duties? So we could help. I'm not actually here in an official capacity, so I'm loath to trouble you further. But since you asked, I shall explain why I've come. I've taken to delivering the personal effects of the departed to their families. Even though their memories have been entrusted to the cloud, I still remember where they once lived. The rule was to dispose of any belongings. To do anything else is strictly forbidden. But it saddened me to see them discarded like waste, so I began secreting away what I could. Of course, I understand that not everyone shares my sentiments, and I leave it to the families to decide what to do with these items. Some accept my deliveries, others reject them. Whether I'm doing the right thing, I cannot say, but I feel the families should be given the choice.
Fair enough.
They didn't have it before then. It's important to think about what people leave to us. I want to help. Do you want to help too?
Like you have to ask.
Deliveries happen to be my specialty.
Oh,
Or Boko's,
Boko!
Delivering things is their specialty. That and blowing things up.
Yes. We blow things up good.
Oh, that was such a great line. I'm truly grateful. Now, there are 4 items to be delivered here in the recreation zone. I leave them in your care. In the meantime, I will head to the residential sector to make deliveries there. After you've finished, please meet me back here. I would like to know the family's reaction.
You know, there have been people in Tuliyola who had similar episodes due to the trauma of the siege. Would you mind if I went with Malachite just to keep an eye on him? Only if you can handle those deliveries without me, of course.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure he'll be happy for the company.
Galoo?
Okay.
Hmm?
As I came out of it, you were stuck in the rally animation.
Nani?
Yeah. There's a name. Come on, let's deliver these keepsakes to the families.
Ah!
Yes.
So there were 4 items in total to deliver.
Yep. Right. 3 for people on True View and 1 for someone over by the Neon Stein. Let's visit them in that order.
Might I trouble you to do the talking? I fear my voice may betray my identity.
It's fine. Lead the way. We'll be right behind you. Sphene and Galulja are now accompanying you.
I told you it was only a matter of time. Small talk on Sphene. Even though they're gone, the mementos of loved ones give us the means to reconnect with them in spirit. I'm sure the people who receive these items will treasure them greatly. Small talk to Galulja.
I heard before about ushers clearing out the homes of the departed. No wonder he started thinking about their belongings. It's like a couple talking circles.
Indeed. One right up ahead. The way the buildings are all in a row reminds me of the old castle town. Lively as it is, I can see why Oblivion can blend in.
People around True View seem scary at first, but most of them are really kind. I see someone passed out on the street now. I worry if they'll be alright.
You're a good kid, Galol. I was like, oh my god, Alpha's already here? No, wait, that's someone's minion.
Is there something you need? Wrapped keepsake. Entrusted to you by Malachite, this keepsake has been carefully wrapped for delivery. Ah, so Malachite sent you. He was very considerate. When he offered to bring me the keepsake, he stressed that I didn't have to accept it if I felt uncomfortable. I see why some would say no, but I couldn't do that. Not when it's something that belonged to my parents, who I understand now I will never see again. Having spare souls won't save us from the inevitable. That's always been the case. But now I find myself wondering about this and that. Like, how much longer can I afford to muck around with my brothers? But I won't bore you with my ramblings. Thanks for bringing me the keepsake, and give my regards to Malachite. Okay then.
Muck around with your brothers. Remember, wasting time is not time wasted. Disconnected citizen. Or disconcerted.
Certain.
Oh, hello. Do I know you?
Nope, but we have a delivery.
So this is the keepsake. Truth be told, I've been wavering as whether or not to accept it. I mean, it belonged to someone that died. It's got me thinking about what we did in Tuliolal. I didn't even know we'd killed so many of their people, not until the funeral. What if they decide to retaliate?
Thankfully, we've avoided that. Lamati, Wiklamat, would never do that. She and everyone in Tuliolal know that it was my father to blame for the attack, not the Alexandrian people.
Oh dear, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you speak ill of your father. It's just, I can't stop worrying about death. And hearing that they're running out of neo-regulators makes it worse. I don't know what to do anymore.
Running out of neo-regulators.
Remember, they said they could only make about 2,000 of them. Oh dear. Is it soda time?
Maybe?
So you can purchase beverages from these machines? That's wonderful. I've always believed that technology should be developed for the benefit of the people.
Wait until you see Japan. They have vending machines for literally everything.
Yes, they do.
Keno's favorite energy tonic is a special formula, not like the ones they sell here. I wanted to try one, but Shale wouldn't let me.
There's a reason.
Shale is wise.
Shale is wise. To be honest, those energy drinks scare me.
Uh-huh.
What is it? If you're trying to sell me something, I'm not interested. No, we have a delivery for you.
Personal effects.
Oh, you brought the keepsake. Thank you. I've been looking forward to this, hoping it might help me remember. But no such luck, it seems. The owner is dead, and they'll never become one of the endless Queen Sphene tells us about. It's a sad thought. Even so, I'm not sure I want to become endless myself. If they're made by putting your memories into a new body made of aether, doesn't that mean that you yourselves has to die first? The thought of not having to worry about souls was appealing, so I was happy to receive a neo-regulator, but I've only had my doubts since then. Yes, she does indeed have a neo-regulator. If Queen Sphene herself recommends it, I want to believe that all will be well, but still... Sorry, I need to clear my head.
That's everyone on True View. Let's go to the Neon Stein.
Checking small talk real quick. Same with Golol.
Okay.
Yeah.
You talking to me?
We have a delivery.
Where's Buku when you need him?
We're post-Moogles in our own right.
Mm-hmm. Oh, right. This. I can't say it stirs any memories. It does feel familiar somehow. You know, you look familiar yourself. Where do I know you from? Wanted posters? Oh, of course! You're the unenhanced challengers. No, champions!
Someone's been following the Arcadion.
Yes. I can't stress how incredible it is. What you've achieved without using feral souls. It's a genuine honor to meet you. Though not for the first time, I realize. It was at the infusion station in the government sector, and it wasn't my finest moment, as you might recall.
Yeah, you were worried about fighting in the Arcadion, weren't you? Yeah, the first one.
You're the Arcadian fighter who's desperate for souls. That's right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that. Anyway, seeing as we're meeting properly now, the name's Lathander. I used to fight in the Arcadian, but not anymore. I took Queen Sfaney's words to heart and found a new job. One where I can put my knowledge of physical conditioning to use. As you know, lots of people were badly hurt when the mechanical soldiers malfunctioned. I've been assisting with their rehabilitation. It's not something I ever imagined myself doing, but here we are.
That's a job to be proud of.
Not many people can help others like you can. I think it's great what you're doing. Thanks. It's encouraging to hear that. There's this fellow who has to learn how to walk all over again. Becoming endless would solve his problems, but he's determined to overcome them the hard way, with the body he's got. Seeing that gave me a newfound appreciation for my own body. It's a gift from my parents, a sturdy thing that survived the arena. I need to take better care of it. I'm the only blue-scaled Hubigo besides my father. Amati once told me that. I don't know how my father felt about it. There are times when it hurts to think about the things we share. Still, I don't want to lose that. Even if I could look the same as an Endless, I would never throw away this body. Most people would find it hard to do so, I imagine. Just the thought makes me feel uncomfortable about the whole becoming Endless affair. But I need to get back to work. It was nice talking to you, and thanks for the delivery.
Pleasure to meet you, Lathander. I mean, truly meet you.
Well, I am actually surprised. Not a single rejection.
Yeah. One person thought about it, but didn't.
I'm glad the way I am. It's my parents' gift to me, and how I was able to learn more about them, and about myself.
That's a good way of thinking of it.
A jewel shattered. Sphene is eager to tell Malachite of your success.
I believe that takes care of the deliveries. Thank you for taking charge, Theron. Alia? Oh, we are honorary post-Muggles. We know how this works. From what I've seen and heard, 'tis plain the people held their queen in high regard, and the simulant has exploited their love and admiration to win over so very many. Come, let's report to Malachite. He should be back at the north of the recreation zone. Yeah, we are not getting to the dungeon tonight.
Nope.
If we did, we'd have to wait for Wednesday anyway.
Yeah. This is something like quest number 5, so we are definitely getting through story.
Mm-hmm. Galoo?
Malachite seems to be doing better.
Those who speak with all of the harbored anxiety towards death. 'Tis hardly an unnatural sentiment to have, and yet... Yeah, it's a little overblown. Done with your deliveries? We've just gotten back ourselves. Glad you kept an eye on them.
Thank you for your assistance. With this, every delivery I had planned for today is accounted for. The reactions I received were mixed. While some were glad, others decided they did not want the items after all. How was your experience? Everyone accepted their items, but they all felt differently about them. One person couldn't remember the keepsake's owner, and another couldn't stop worrying about their own death. I see. It's difficult indeed to predict how people may behave when confronted with reminders of loss. Of late, I've come to believe that we are each of us the sum of the moments we've shared with our loved ones. And when they passed away, we lost our memories of these people. We lost a part of ourselves. It's a thought that saddens me to no end. If our memories of the departed are no longer to be entrusted to the cloud, I wish that those already taken could be returned to us. Might be possible. Though, certainly don't give them all back all at once. That would be a bit much.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Well, my friends, I must assume my formal duties. My thanks again for your aid.
Be safe, friend. Malachite speaks true. Our memories are what defines us. They form a path we walk to be where we are. My endless self, I expect, was much alike to me in the beginning. But I cannot become her no more than she could become me. For our paths diverged, and so too did our lives and experiences. That's true. Even if we start from the same place, we'll all have different journeys. At some point, things like our goals and our ways of thinking are bound to change. The Endless Fiend was one possibility, a version of myself who made a choice I want to believe I never would. I'm beginning to come with terms in the fact that I did, though. Huh? Is that?
And here we go.
The simulant? She was looking straight at us. If I didn't know better, I'd say she wanted us to follow her. I have a bad feeling about this, but we might not have another chance to figure out what she's up to. We're going after her, right?
Right.
Right.
Maybe after a call on the Link Pearl to tell people where we're going. But no.
Hello?
That was my first time seeing the simulant. She was smiling. Something about her scared me.
That smile was not an honest smile. 'Tis a strange feeling, pursuing one's spitting image. Where does she want us to go, I wonder? The simulant headed towards the street over there. The neon sign is that way. Let's hurry. As they lead us around the block.
Mm-hmm.
It is. One of the things I was really happy with when I finally figured out what I wanted in an MMO was the fact that they made you care about the world and want to protect it. Not just go from quest to quest to quest.
Mm-hmm.
What's she up to?
I don't like this.
Did we lose her? Doubtful.
Let's take a look.
Not here. Let's press on, if only a little further.
Ow!
Hey, are you alright?
I've taken worse. Ow.
So he didn't die. Vexing, but expected.
That was about the strongest bolt we can produce within Everkeep. What now?
We obtain more precise measurements. Narrow the range of variables to avoid unnecessary trial and error. That is the most expeditious course of action.
I know that voice.
Oh dear.
Oh dear.
That's what I was afraid of.
You there! Yes, you! We have important business with you. We left something in your keeping, the key to interdimensional fusion. You will kindly return it to us, yes?
No! Not on your life. What little life you want to count that as?
Is that so? What a shame. If I had the key, I wouldn't need to be cruel and turn away so many people. Far more than 5,000 could become endless and know eternal happiness.
Okay, I was wrong. I said 2,000, it was 5,000.
What? You mean to steal ether from other worlds again?
All is for the sake of his experiments. 'Twas for that reason, you know, that the previous me created the Endless. I pity her. She was forced to attempt the impossible, to turn every soul who dies into an Endless even though there's no end to them. Admittedly, that was part of the plan. Her desperation would drive her to claim the key and use it. And sure enough, she did just that.
Let her monologue. We need
You
reasons.
had a soft spot for her, Lamachi? So for
Yeah,
what
I don't
it's
believe
worth,
that one.
I'm truly sorry.
No, you're not.
Alas, we are naught more than pawns, pieces in his grand design.
Don't you dare make light of her love for her people. Don't you dare!
Strike me down if you wish. I shall be made anew. And I doubt many would look kindly upon the vow of resolve of Tuliolo if she attacked a neighboring queen, and not for the first time. Would you be willing to accept the repercussions?
Damn you!
And what is the objective of these experiments?
By the way, hit the chat.
Bam!
You're speaking to me. Our goal is to usher in the next phase of mankind's evolution. Since time immemorial, life has used death to facilitate adaptation in an ever-changing environment. The old and infirm are weeded out, allowing the species to thrive. Generational succession. This has been our survival strategy. Yet, this strategy has long since reached its practical limit. It is outdated. It relies on progeny, which gives rise to unchecked population growth. Resources become scarce, invariably leading to conflict. All the while, death is ever present and robs our species of untold potential. Where man now stands in his evolution, bodies of flesh no longer make sense. What we must strive for next is carefully managed, eternal preservation.
Nope!
He's getting an all-new theme.
Calyx! You're Calyx, aren't you?
Meme number 3.
You know him?
The young genius who had mastered electrope technology. He founded the scientific collective known as Preservation and devoted himself to developing a cure for the paralysis which plagued our people.
He seems a little off that script.
Very
Calyx,
off.
You always had your gaze set upon the future, and I know you do now. But I beg you, do not deceive the people of Alexandria. Do not manipulate them with this imitation forged from my memories. Well, How rude. Yet, whatever you may say, I'm the one whom the people regard as queen. You may have worn the crown for a few years, but now you are no one. Just a frail, fleshy version of me that could die at any moment. The kingdom has no use for such as you.
Our demand is simple. Surrender the key. Refusal will necessitate consequences.
Oh, I'll give you consequences. It's called the Gale Bog on my back.
Now. Who first?
He's a Sundered Ascian. I know it. Galul?
What a cruel thing to say, Tisfine.
Are you alright, Theron? Relia? Forgive me.
Better than you, I think.
I was once able to use healing spells, but my long slumber appears to have sapped my magical reserves.
Give it a little time.
It's frustrating to be so powerless, but perhaps I must accept my newfound limitations.
So, let's have a stiff drink.
Yeah, we'll get back to you on Wednesday. Drink this way. In fact, we can get a drink there. Hey, Melancholia. I think that's the evil seat. No?
No, it's the one on the other side.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, the plot thickens. In ways I did not predict, but were actually plausible.
Yeah.
Ugh. I still got this stack electricity rings for my hair. It's making my skin tingle. Ugh. With that said, thank you all very much for joining us this evening. We will be back on Wednesday to continue this. Until then, be safe, be well, get a good night's sleep, and apparently Carradine is actually just starting to go live. So, we'll take all your sleepy EPPs and go that way. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. Everyone, have a great night. Hope to see you here Wednesday for more.
For more. Good night, all.